Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Coach JC. Everyone gather around to figure one today. Today's topic is Stephen A. Smith says, "A woman not cooking is a deal breaker for him." What are my thoughts? Well, for starters, I really don't have an issue with what he said, though. I mean, that's his preference. A lot of guys have a preference. You find your woman that can cook, clean, or whatever your desires are. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But he gotta be compatible. If she's, want to cook, granted you have the money, you're a millionaire, got the money, got the bread, my wife's compatibility, you reaching her needs as well too, she'll work herself out. You know what I'm saying? I don't have an issue with that. People have preferences, whether it's height, whether it's skin tone, whether it's career. Everybody got their own type, but you gotta have, like I said, you gotta have the same core values, the same beliefs, as far as spiritually. You gotta have the same core values, respect, you gotta have good communication. If you don't have the fundamentals when it comes down to relationships or just in general, then it ain't gonna work out. You know what I'm saying? But that's a bonus though, when we do know how to cook. It is a bonus, I ain't gonna lie. We as men, we do tend to like women that know how to cook. Basically, that Southern style, grandma used to make. We do like that though. Lucky for me, like I said, I have a wife who I kind of married to a culinary family. My brother-in-law, he's a chef, got his own restaurant. My wife, she's not too bad either. So, I kind of lucked up there for your boy. But other than that, like I said, I don't have an issue with that. Stephen A. Smith, really outspoken. I like how he really just direct what he wants. Very successful man. Whether you disagree with him or agree with him or some of his takes on ESPN, Sports Center, whatever you want to call it, give him his props. He out there doing what he needs to do and build a career for himself. Out there traveling, meeting different people, different arenas, different experiences. So I don't really have an issue with him. And I don't really have an issue with men having preferences either, or women either, but it's just, you got to have the core values. You got to have, what's important to you. That's a preference. That all can change. But as long as you have the core values, you have the same belief system, then, stuff can work itself out. He was on the record saying he didn't even want to get married. So I don't know how that's going to work itself out. He was talking to Cam Newton. Cam Newton, he'd be all over the place too. But yeah, that's all I really have to say. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Till next time out, Coach JC.